Why hello again. My last video was basically me screaming at a microphone for 8 minutes about how much I hate Yandere Dev, which, side note, thank you so much for all the support I got on that TikTok. I didn't think 600 plus people would give a fuck about me ranting about a game that I used to care about when I was younger, but the fact that y'all did really made me happy. But we're not talking about Yandere Dev anymore. Well, kinda. Instead, we're gonna be talking about his fans. Yandere Simulator fans are basically in a toxic relationship with Yandere Dev. I kinda touched on it in my last video, but Yandere Dev is one of the most rudest, egotistical motherfuckers on the internet, especially to his fans. I completely forgot he did this until somebody in the comment section of my last post brought it up, but Yandere Dev made a whole video getting mad at his fans for emailing him and asking for updates about Yandere Simulator. And you know, even back then when I was Yandere Dev's #1 dick rider, I even thought he was stupid as fuck for getting mad about that. Oh no, the horror! You're getting asked questions about the game that you're supposed to be working on, the game that made you rich and famous. What should we possibly do about this? Nigga getting mad at questions that every video game dev gets asked at one point in their career. You're not special, nigga, do your job. You can literally just send them all to spam if it bothers you that much. It's not that fucking hard to deal with. You don't have to sit in your crusty gamer chair for 12 hours a day reading fan mail. But personally, I think the whole email video was just an excuse for why Osana was not in the game yet, because people were always asking Yandere Dev when Osana will be added to the game, and Yandere Dev will be like, Osana will be added to the game in a few months. And a few months would go by and she would be nowhere to be found in the game. So he probably made this video so niggas would get off his back. Too bad it had the completely opposite effect, but whatever. One thing that kind of surprised me when researching for this video is that most Yandere Simulator fans are also tired of Yandere Dev's shit. You don't believe me? Well, watch this video.
Can Yandere Dev hurry up on his game? We are genuinely losing the plot. It's been years since the new rival, and he keeps adding new updates nobody even cares about. At this point, he should just quit already. Wait, never mind. He's too focused on texting minors. He literally had 7 business days to finish the game. If Kizana is finally done, I'd better see some insane story. It shouldn't take years just for a new rival to come out.
Now I know you might be wondering,
if they're tired of Yandere Dev's shit, why do they continue to support him and play his games and give him money?
And to tell you the truth, I don't fucking know. I don't know why you would continue to support somebody that's made it clear that they don't give a fuck about you. I don't know why you would continue to support somebody that talks to kids. But if that's what they want to do, then by all means, go right ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. Another type of Yandere fan that I kept seeing was the Diehard dick riders. Now, don't get me wrong, I already knew that he had these because they were in my TikTok DMs saying a lot of shit to me from my first Yandere Dev video. It's just so crazy to me how somebody can lie to their fan base, scam their fan base, and talk to minors and they'll still have diehard fans. You could be a whole pedophile, but as long as you're making something that somebody likes, they will willingly give you their hard-earned cash. Y'all giving Yandere Dev all that money just for him to not work on his game and buy another body pillow with it. For all we know, he's probably in another 14-year-old Snapchat DMs right now talking sexually to her. There's a lot of things I want to say right now, but I just can't find the words to say them. You know, I could get up here and demand that all current Yandere Simulator fans should stop supporting Yandere Dev and move on, but what's the point? Because eventually, whether his fans want to admit it or not, they're gonna stop supporting him. And I know that for a fact. Yandere Simulator had so much potential and it had such an interesting concept, but unfortunately its creator is such a dumbass that it never got to reach its full potential. It never got its chance to prosper, grow, and form its own identity like other games do, specifically because its creator is so incompetent when it comes to coding. I said this before, but the fact that this game still looks like shit 14 years later, you know that one Unreal Engine Mario video? That's what Yandere Sim looks like to me. That's what it looks like. If Yandere Dev wasn't such an egotistical fuck and was actually a confident game developer and didn't talk to children, Yandere Simulator would probably be just as popular as games like Doki Doki Literature Club or Needy Streamer. Fuck, if Yandere Simulator was made by literally anybody else, it would probably have the popularity to rival games like Undertale and Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm not over exaggerating either, like I truly believe that. Imagine a perfect world where Yandere Simulator doesn't look like shit, has unique assets that aren't stripped from the Unity store, has a story that actually makes sense, has multiple endings, has 10 rivals, and the best part, the game would actually be finished. But unfortunately, we don't live in that world. You know, the difference between Yandere Dev and people like Scott Cawthon and Toby Fox is that Scott and Toby are actually talented. They're able to create recognizable characters. They're able to get people invested in their game's world, which, side note again, did you niggas know that Yandere Dev didn't make the art or models of the characters in Yandere Simulator? Okay, that's kind of obvious, but did you also know that this nigga didn't make a single animation in that game? All the walking and running animations, all the killing animations, basically any animation that you see in making that game, Yandere Dev did not create it. He had somebody else do it for him. It really makes you wonder, what the fuck does this nigga even do? But yeah, Scott and Toby know how to make good looking characters, they know how to animate, they know how to code, and Yandere Dev doesn't. But you know what? The fact that Yandere Dev doesn't know how to do any of that besides make shitty coding is the scam in itself. That is the scam of Yandere Simulator. Yandere Simulator will never be finished because Yandere Dev can't finish it. It's too hard for him. And it's all because of his coding. Y'all really don't understand how important coding is when it comes to developing games. Or at least how important it is to have good coding, something that Yandere Dev lacks. That's why he keeps adding useless shit to the game. That's why he keeps making empty promises. Because that's all he can do. He's not skilled enough to give the game a proper ending, and he's too egotistical to ask for help. So because of that, Yandere Simulator will forever be stuck in limbo. But that's the reason why I know he's gonna lose all of his supporters. Think about it, the whole reason why people even support Yandere Dev is because they think he's gonna finish the game one day. Yandere Dev promised them that he would, but he can't keep that promise. So when the few fans that support him finally realize that, they'll leave. To the people that know Yandere Simulator will never be finished, but still play the game and check for updates, I'm not gonna lie to you, my nigga, just play Hitman. Hitman is a game that Yandere Simulator wishes that it was. In fact, I'd go as far as to say that Yandere Simulator is just a poor man's Hitman. There's probably a mod out there that turns every character in Hitman into an anime girl. And to the diehard Yandere Simulator fans, I'm not gonna tell you to not support him because frankly, I don't really need to. Because one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna stop supporting him all on your own. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may not even be next year, but one day, you're gonna be living your life, you're gonna be checking for updates on Yandere Simulator, and you're gonna see something like Yandere Dev adding another useless update, or you're gonna stumble across the comment that you made years ago talking about how Yandere Simulator will be released and insert year here, and you're gonna feel this unexplainable, uncomfortable feeling in your chest for a few seconds, minutes, fuck, maybe even hours. But once it's all said and done, and the feeling in your chest goes away, you're gonna wake up, and you're gonna stop supporting Yandere Dev. Just like the rest of us.